It's the last full day before I leave for Burning Man. If you can imagine, I'm scared as you think I can. I don't know if it's too late to get everything I need. I know for sure I can't order on Amazon. I just got to keep on holding on. I'm gonna get it all back and hit the road and share some gratitude with you right now. Hi, good morning. Hi, welcome to Love Morning. I am John Halcyon Stin. Oh, but sometimes I'm not so sure. My best URL to send people to right now is johnstin.com. And so I'm like making a little business card for the burn, and I'm like, well, do I put John's? I'm going to be Halcyon out there, but I don't have a good URL with Halcyon. I have Hug Nation, but the Hug Nation isn't not the best URL right now, hugnation.com. I mean, it's pretty good, but Johnston is way better. So right now my card says that I'm sending people that says Johnston. I also go by Halcyon Pink. Good morning, Gerbot. Good morning, Razorblade. Good morning, Bernice. Hello to you all around the world. If you are here, say hello so we can know who is with us as we share these moments of gratitude. If you could be at the burn right now. You could be on your way to the burn. I myself leave tomorrow. It's probably getting to the point where if you're going to the burn, you're no longer tuning into these Love Mornings. But this is not a Burning Man specific broadcast. It is simply a gratitude focused. It's just that most of my gratitudes have been Burning Man related because that's all I can think about. That and my girlfriend, Lisa. Even saying girlfriend sounds weird. I feel like she is my partner, my beloved. Who was here yesterday and got to meet Lisa? I made a little best of clip from yesterday's 30-minute broadcast, and so I made like a little 10-minute highlight that is now on YouTube of the funny things we were laughing at yesterday. Good morning, Natalia. Yeah, good to see you live. And good morning, Fireheart. This is my face. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Brent. Hello to you in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Sweet. I am live right now on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you hear me talking to somebody and you go, who's he talking to? Hello to the many places on the web where we are live right now. Natalia saw the video with Lisa. Yay! I had so much fun laughing and having fun with her, as I always do, but it was fun to share it with everyone. Good morning, Christopher! Christopher's missing this burn, but grateful for all the memories showing up. Yeah, it's so fun, all the pop-up stuff. Let's see. I am a lucky man. She's so amazing. But I'm also feeling like I'm worthy. That's kind of been part of my themes lately. Excuse me. Good morning, Anne. Brent is asking, is this my first partnered Burning Man? No, I have gone to the burn with many partners. With Miss M, with Andy Cat, with Tassie, with Brandy, with Phenomenal. But one thing in the past that has been fairly different is because Burning Man and Burning Man videos and acculturation is and the theme camp is such a huge part of my life, and I get to meet so many people for the first time or the only time at the burn after having this connection. I generally have made my priority at the burn to be everyone else. And so I've always told my partner, like, hey, you're not my priority when I'm there. And like, we need to know that in advance so there's no hard feelings. Like if we're on our way to the temple and someone says, hey, Halcyon, then I want to be present with that person. So if that's you, and stop and say hello. If I am in this year, however, I am saying I am going to prioritize my partner this year. I have stepped down, from a lot of stuff, and I'm focusing more on my experience, which doesn't mean that I hope I don't get to meet lots of people there. That's my favorite thing. I'm just psychologically not deprioritizing my relationship, if that makes any sense. Jackie's saying, of course you are worthy. You know what? You would think so. But I think that most humans struggle with some element of unworthiness, some element of struggling to love all parts of themselves. And even though I've been this like self-love evangelist and practitioner for decades, I, in the last 6 months, really realized that there were unhealed parts of my young trauma that I did a lot of work on, and it really helped me to feel I am worthy of the most amazing partner and partnership. Thank you, Razorblade. I actually did a little. This isn't my final dye job, but I put like I did like, I don't know if you can see it. I did like left like splotchiness, so there's some light and some dark in it right now, which I kind of like. But I'm gonna do a heavy dye before I leave, like really bright burgundy, because it just fades so quickly in the sun and the dust that like this would be gone in a couple of days. So I mean, I guess I could just keep adding dye over and over. Ronald's saying, anyone still looking for tickets? I don't know. It'd be a bold. You have my respect if you're deciding to go to Burning Man today. Good morning, Ann. Happy Friday. Good morning, Brenda. See you on the playa. Yes. I get there probably Monday. I think that's when we get there. Chris says, I'm going to try to do the pink path when and if I can when it rolls around. We can get our fluff on. You know, if you didn't know, I do coaching, and I have a group coaching program that I do maybe once or twice a year called the Pink Path. Enjoy your metal pub, Dave. Dave is grateful for metal and metalheads. Raw. Ooh, Eli says, I would decide to go today if someone gifted me a ticket. I'm packed up and broke. Nice. Well, I think that it is possible. There's enough tickets being sold right now that people are going to, in the next few days, realize that they can either gift them or eat the cost. So, you know, if it were me, what I would do is write a little heartfelt explanation of why you want to go. If it's your first time, why you want to go. If you've been before, like some reason that you need to go to the temple, or some part of yourself that you really want to express, or some gift that you want to give. And I think that burners it would feel good to gift to someone that they know is going to embody the 10 principles and the Burning Man spirit. Speaking of which, I just posted some links around. I've been so aggro about sharing my tips and tricks videos, my boot camp, that I have not been telling people about the tips and tricks videos that are like that I did for years. If you go to playaprinciples.com, there is I try to type it and I can't do it. Principles. Oh well, playaprinciples.com. Like 30 plus videos about consent and rangers and work gloves and cops and all sorts of stuff. Hello, part-time. Glad you made some time for us. This is Love Morning. This is a daily practice, 9 a.m. every day when I am not on vacation, which I will be on starting Saturday. And it is a place where we share some gratitude. So if you are here, say hello, share some gratitude, something that you're grateful for, teeny tiny or great big, something you're future grateful for, looking forward to. And also just a time to remember that we're not alone. We're surrounded by like-minded, open-hearted people in this world. And sometimes the news can help start to make us feel like it's just a cold, dark world and everyone's out to get, for themselves. And that is part of this world, but there's also us. And the more of us that shine brightly, the more of us feel safe to be that in the world. So we can be activists in the world simply by saying, good morning, hello, extending an olive branch of peace to our fellow humans. So part of this is for me to remember as I go out and I'm walking and listening to something in my headphones, as I pass someone in the streets, don't keep my head down, go, hello, good morning. It's so tiny, but I think it makes a big difference. Claudia says, good morning. Sad to miss the Playa this year. Have a wonderful time. Thank you. I think I will. If you were here yesterday, you got to meet Lisa. Lisa and I are heading up, picking her up in LA tomorrow. Natalia says, our first burn, going with my husband. Where's the best place to be if not part of a camp? You know, I have never been to Burning Man not in a theme camp. I joined a theme camp my first year, and then every year since I've either formed, I've been a part of someone who started a theme camp or ran a theme camp. So I don't know. I don't have a good answer. But what I would say is that, you know, you're going to have to be far out in the city probably. The close places are all reserved for theme camps. But I would say that, you know, as you are riding around trying to find a place and you ask people like, hey, is this area open? That would be how you could tell. If somebody goes, no, yeah, this is totally free. Yeah, camp here. Then you're like, cool. These are going to be cool neighbors. Because even if you are camped by yourself, you're going to have a community around you. And you could almost have like a makeshift theme camp as you meet your neighbors and you start going, hey, we made extra this. And they go, oh, cool. And then you go, hey, does anybody have a mallet I can borrow? Yeah. And it's like a theme camp. It's just that it forms in the moment. So if you then say, hey, if this place is free, and they go, well, we've got somebody coming and you're going to have to move tomorrow if this happens, you're like, these people are not exactly welcoming. That's the best I can do as far as a recommendation. If you're here, so nice of you to say hello. If you have not said hello yet, or if you said hello and I missed it, say hello again. Share something you're grateful for. I am grateful that Lisa came on with me yesterday. So fun. It's so fun. I rewatched the archive as I edited and put the highlights on YouTube this morning. Her laugh just makes me so happy. Making her laugh makes me so happy. It's like I fiend for it. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy is grateful for a new career position. Biking distance away, 1.5 miles from home. Awesome! Fireheart says, I am grateful for a great awareness around being lucky in my life and realizing not only that I'm worthy, but also that I don't really have to earn love and joy in my life. It is there for the pickings. Oh, that felt good just to read. Thank you. Beautiful. Gerbot saying that 2 o'clock is the quiet side, 10 o'clock is more raucous. I wasn't even sure about that. I've only camped on the... Oh, that's not true. Of my 24 years, I've been on the 9 o'clock side, probably 20 of them. No, I'm not sure. 19 of them. Part-time has gone to Oregon County Fair. Is that what you mean? Oregon County Fair? Yes. Oh, Embassy. Sweet. This is my first year actually since my first year of being in a camp but not being in a leadership role. Wow. Good morning, Panos. Panos is grateful for me and the impact that you will make to all the people you will encounter on the playa. Your hugs are infectious. Happy burn. Thank you, Panos. And to be fair, the open sores are almost all gone, so the infection shouldn't be spreading anymore. I'm kidding. I am not infectious. Only in a loving vibe way. Part-time is grateful for good friends. Nice. Amen. I am grateful for the weather forecast for Burning Man of much cooler days and cool nights. I'm not a huge, I'd much prefer the daytime. And so I'd rather be cruising around in the daytime and rest at night than sleeping in a AC RV all day and going out at night. Some people love that, but it's not my thing. I like the daylight to see faces and connect and be infectious. Good morning, Normarai. Life is rad. Normarai is thankful for my community of rad humans that inspire me to be better, radder. Rad. I think of myself as someone who embraces the word rad in a over-the-top way, and I think you take the throne of the raddest, Normarai. Hello, Cybernaut. Good morning. Cybernaut says, love your content. Thank you. Oh yeah, I saw your comment yesterday and want to help me improve the technology. I would love to touch base after the burn. Thank you. You know, a phrase that I've been just saying more and more lately is right on. Right on. I don't know if people say that, but they used to, and I like it. Takes one to know one. That is so true, and that is kind of one of the ideas here is that, you know, you shine bright and you attract fellow lights and you ignite people who are dimming their lights because they're fearful or not just feeling welcomed into the world. But when we show that there's lots of us, more radness blossoms. Good morning, Tara. Tara says, I am grateful for your resources and tips to help us get ready for our first one. Yay! Man, a lot of first-time burners that are finding their way here, I guess, through my videos, which is so cool. You know, over the years, I've dedicated a lot of time to trying to acculturate people, not just with like how to survive a dust storm, but what do the 10 principles mean and how they can change your life. You know, my life is dramatically impacted by Burning Man. My philosophies, my work, my art. I have a homeless charity that I helped start 13 years ago because we're trying to, how do we practice gifting in the world? And I mean, and this here is a practice of 10 principles in a way. So is the gratitude circles that I do every day. At noon and 6 p.m. every night, I host a gratitude circle in Zoom. It's free. Although, you know, there's only going to be maybe 3 more before I leave town, but they will continue. Other people will be hosting them. If you're around and want to just kind of connect with people who are open-hearted, like-minded. Good morning, Hoogie. Nice. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you. This is a powder-coated pink Love Burn necklace that was gifted to me. Lisa is grateful for the gratitude circles. They have changed my life. Aw, so beautiful to hear that, Lisa. You are such an incredible asset and vibe lifter of those gratitude circles. If you are heading to the burn, I should make sure you know where I will be. I will be at 9 and E. 9E. Like, I love the 90s. 90. That's, oh, you can get to all of my stuff through johnstin.com, including the gratitude circles. Mike Witt, good morning. Hello. johnstin.com. You can go directly to zoom.hugnation.com, but I would go to johnstin.com just because it's got everything there. I'll put it here too. And then I can show off the little video of me doing the pink ride. It's a cool little thing. And you can have links to my books and my TED Talk, TEDx Talk. Fireheart also acknowledging takes one to know one. What was I going to say? Oh, 9 and E, but the times that I will be like there and available, those are 2 different things. Like I'm going to do the pink ride, which is the highlight of my year every year. I will give a talk and then we all get on our bikes and do this parade where everyone's dressed in pink and we say, I love you to everyone we pass. So it's like hundreds of people going, I love you, I love you, I love you through the city. It's fucking rad. So that is Thursday at noon. Noon we meet. That's when I do the talk. And we get to meet this kind of people. And then after that, I'm going to go back to camp, and I'm working the lounge. I'm on duty at Pink Heart from 3 to 6. So if you just want to say hello, that would be a great time, because I'm there. I got to be there, and I don't have responsibilities. At 4, Lisa, who you met yesterday, is leading a song circle, and she is incredible. Look up The Bird Sings on SoundCloud. I didn't even know she had a SoundCloud until yesterday. Someone goes, oh my gosh, she sings one of my favorite songs. And I was like, what? I mean, I know she sings. I just didn't know she had a SoundCloud. And then I'm also, Thursday, the big day that I'm going to be around on Pink Heart. And then Saturday, I'll also be around. I'm going to do a gratitude circle like this at noon, burn day. Saturday, burn day, going to do a gratitude circle at Pink Heart. And then I'll be, around in the afternoon. Also going to do like a Barbie meetup if you got a pink outfit again. But that's just for fun. Part-time says, volunteering would take up most of the day. I slept most nights till the man burn. Hello, Celestial. Hopes to volunteer one day. Nice. And good morning. Or good day. I say good morning because that's what time it is for me, but I recognize there's people from all over the world. In fact, if your hands are nimble, let us know where you are physically. I'm in San Diego, California. I know we've got Australia here. We just had a England person pop in and leave. Norma is saying, are you still a cockybastard.com? Now, if you have not seen my TEDx talk, you might not know that my original award-winning website was called cockybastard.com. And it was about the pursuit of self-love, which actually, that story makes more sense after these recent months where I've been really looking at my inner self-worth. And I called it Cocky Bastard because I was on a quest for self-love. But if you talk about loving yourself, people call you a cocky bastard. And it kind of became a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy in the early 2000s. Got a little maybe over the top, but that's a long story. So I am thinking of re-embracing the cocky bastard name from that place of, hey, we all need to learn to love ourselves. And there is a healthy type of cockiness. There's a healthy type of self-reverence and self-celebration. Anna is in Cape Cod. Right on. Welcome. Fireheart says, I've never been to Burning Man, but I'm grateful for your shares over the years that have given me an itty-bitty slice of the experience and in Tucson. Thank you. And I love hearing that. And I should let people know that Burning Man, more now than ever, is not about Black Rock City. Black Rock City is the event that happens once a year in Nevada, but there are regional events all over the world, and there are digital gatherings, and there are communities that are gathering with these ideals and principles and values. This is based on the idea of that radical inclusion and radical self-expression. What happens when a community of people supports each other and embraces authenticity and celebrates truth. Like, hey, whatever you're doing, if it is genuine and authentic, we love it. Now, I might personally not love it. Like, I might not stay to listen to your music that you're playing because I don't know, it's not my thing. But if it's really what you want to be playing, I fucking want you to do it. If that's what you want to be wearing, yes. If that's, whatever, if it's genuine, then it's fucking beautiful. And it's how we connect with the universal cosmic consciousness. It's how we allow divinity to shine through us. And I believe it takes community. It takes support. It takes a sense of belonging to be safe enough to blossom in that way. Burning Man does that for many, many people. But it doesn't have to be in the space of Black Rock City. It's the goal is, as you experience that, you then, how can I create this safe container of fertile support, creativity, authenticity wherever I go? If you're going to Burning Man so that you can have an escape once a year, you're totally missing the point, I think. If you're doing it so you can practice, build your muscles up, so you can start to exercise in the default world where it's harder. Burning Man is scrimmage. You practice with people who are going to respond beautifully to everything you do. Like, I'm scared, this is my outfit with the wings. And they go, right on. And you go, and then you go to a party in the default world and you wear your outfit with the wings and 3 people go, and you go, I know I'm cool. I know it's all right. I know that I like it. And then you find your way to the people like us who are like, fuck yeah, your wings are awesome. And you go, yeah, all right. I had the courage and the strength to get through the haters and the conditioned naysayers that try to knock you back in line so I could get to the fellow bright lights. The rad folk. You. All right, we got enjoy the dog walk part-time. Ooh, Hoogie's from the Netherlands. Fantastic. Celestial, do you participate in Burn too? That's an online version. Good morning, Jesse in Nevada. Much love to you in April. Right on and fun. See, I keep saying right on and didn't even mean to. Claudia is in Burbank. Chris embracing impermanence. Hashtag impermanent. Yes. Had a beautiful experience in Stinson Bay with Lisa last week. We stayed there for a few days and had so much fun making a drip sandcastle. And then just the perfect timing, like just as it was perfect, the first wave came and just started dissolving it. It's like, yeah, it's like our little temple. If you've never been to Burning Man, you often see some of these structures like the temple, and you're like, how could you burn this? Like, how could you destroy it? And it's like, it's the whole point. Letting go. And if you know something is impermanent, you have to embrace the experience. You have to embrace the immediacy. And when you start to practice it in that setting, you go, oh shit, everything is impermanent. I need to start embracing immediacy and embracing the moment and embracing my now experience all day, every day. Because it's all going to leave you. All of it. Every person, everything. Okay, we're approaching half past, which is usually time when that's a long time to be checking out for the morning. I mean, I realized today is my last burn day. I have something I want to ask your opinion if you got time to give me your feedback. Okay, so I'm making these business cards to hand out at the burn that say, join me live every day at 9 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. And then on the back of it, it says, I couldn't figure out my wording. I want to say, it says, it was such a treat to cross paths. And then the line under that, I'd love to share with you. But my first, I had it say, I'd love to share my work with you, johnstin.com. I also go by Halcyon Pink. So I'd love to share my work with you. And then I'm like, work? I don't want people to think that like I'm trying to like network. I said, I'd love to share my art with you. And I'm like, well, I don't want people to think that that's like my portfolio site with like paintings. And then I said, I'd love to share my life with you. I'm like, oh, that sounds a little bit like a romantic thing. So, well, I'd love to share my life's work with you. So do any of those resonate? It was such a treat to cross paths. I'd love to share my with you. Brenda's 20th burn. Boom. In a row. I have, this will be 24, 25. I missed the one COVID year, not the second COVID year. Oh, vision. Vision or life's work, says Lisa. Okay, vision. I think it's life's work. That's, thank you. Pierre is here. You know, we got multiple people from the Netherlands here right now, Pierre. Oh, Pierre's saying, grateful to see me and Lisa together a couple of times. Super cute. Thank you. Share my journey. Ooh, that's a good one too. Ooh. Ooh, purpose. Ooh, man. I need to be brainstorming with you guys more often. My experiences. Journey. Okay. So just, and the link is johnston.com. So at johnston.com, what is there? I should just double check. It has the gratitude circles. It's got First Saturdays, the homeless out that I do, Love Mornings, a free sticker offer, my Stay Sparked podcast, the Heart on the 80s podcast, my email list, Zoom gratitude circles, Burning Man tips and tricks, my Burning Man short film, my TEDx talk, my Patreon link, my coaching, Pink Path, the t-shirts that I make, my book of essays. Is that my other book on it? Oh, at the top it's got my new book. It's not new anymore, but it's got my YouTube channel, About Me, my Medium blog. Okay. This is super helpful. Thank you. Fireheart saying, a place where we can share our journeys with each other. Ooh, share my journey. Nice. In a row, Brenda. Journey to joy. Oh, share my joy with you. Man. Okay. Now there's too many good solutions. Ooh, gratitude, says Jesse. Well, gratitude would be good if it was just, because there's not, maybe you have a different answer now that you saw everything that's on johnston.com, because I do want to like tantalize people to come check out the gratitude circles and everything else. All right. Well, if you said hello and I missed your name, my apologies. It's still a chance you can say hello. I so appreciate this opportunity to connect and feel that connection, this love morning practice of recognizing that we are more alike than we are different, that we are surrounded by like-minded people. It also helps me to go into the world and connect more, to look for opportunities to be kind. It's kind of what Burning Man does, you know, like the gifting is really not about giving items. It is about looking through the world and seeing how can I make another person's moment better. Sometimes that is giving them a bracelet. Sometimes it is, can I give you a little before you go in there? Sometimes it is listening. Sometimes it is hearing someone who's lost and going, oh, you know what? Actually, the closest porta potty is that way. Or saying that person that just told you where the porta potty is, they're just they're being snarky. That's not true. This is follow me. And being around you all reminds me that we can be doing that all the time. So thank you for this daily practice of that reminder. Jesse's saying, be careful not to advertise things you sell by handing out business cards. Well, you can go to johnston.com and see if you think that is if I'm selling things on that site. I believe that my life's work is one of 98% free gifting things. You can buy my book. You can hire me for professional coaching. But with the state of decommodification as it is, the line has moved to a point where I feel comfortable telling people how they can find me offline. The way that was described to me is are you doing things from is marketing motivating your behavior on Playa? And no, I am not trying to get clients. I am trying to spread my life's work with people. And there are thousands and thousands of hours of free content, including an hour and a half a day that is all free. In fact, I mean, I guess I mentioned my book, but how many of you have bought my book? So it's like, sometimes people get on my case about all my marketing, my brand. I'm like, what of my brand do you even know is for sale? Like, you would have to work pretty hard to get money in my pocket. You'd have to be very motivated. I certainly am not asking for it. But you make a good point, Jesse. And I'm a little defensive about it because there are some people that attack me. Anytime, like if I go to Reddit and I post anything, like here's some tips and tricks, people go, there's one person specifically who will obliterate me, attack me for being a hypocrite and like, okay. Yeah. So I don't post on Reddit anymore. Good morning, Rob. Well, thank you, Jesse. I love you too. And if you are hearing my voice right now, even if we've never met, I love you. Even if you are someone who just passed on the street and is looking at me with funny looks, I love them. But I especially love you because there's something about being drawn together that means that we are overlapping in our paths. We are on this path of working to be authentic. We are working to be connecting. We are probably drawn to some aspect of the 10 principles. And so I thank you, because the more of us that vibration gather strength in community. So let's think about that as we take a final hug and close this circle. So wherever you are, give yourself a squeeze. Hold this beautiful body of yours, but imagine that these arms are not just yours, but mine and everyone here holding you. And as you're holding us, so as you squeeze that body, let it be my body and the body of all those that have tuned in today. And sink into that place of gratitude for the support, for the feeling of belonging, for the recognition that when we allow our truth out, it is of service to the world. And let's show strength in trying to be courageous in doing that ourselves. And let's work on supporting others. If we see others being courageous in their authentic selves, let's give them a vote of confidence, a cheer. The easiest way to lead a purposeful life is to lift up others who are slowly finding their way in the world and finding their true selves. So let's squeeze each other as we take a deep breath in. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thanks for being here for this love morning and this Hug Nation gratitude sharing. I love you so much. If I see you on Playa, I hope you say hello and let us know how we might be connected. Or we might have known each other for a long time. Just re-meet me, because my mind will be very distracted by bright and shiny things. Share my path with you. Ooh, thank you, Fireheart. Thank you, Gerbot. Thank you, Razorblade. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie says, I love your book. I actually have 2 books. I've got a book of essays called Love More, Fear Less, Float More, Steer Less, and my book about my first 50 projects for my first 50 years called Protagonist. That is a photo catalog with descriptions of each project and then a QR code that links you to videos and all sorts of fun stuff. I actually just packed up 5 copies of my book just in case I decide to gift one on the Playa. Hi, Jacqueline. Of course I said hi. All the shiny things. Yeah, my last day. This is my last day to get the stuff done and pack things up. Oh, another thing I got to figure out. So I posted pictures of my new someone gifted me a custom-made scooter. They watched me lead the pink ride and they said, you know, you need to have a bike that you can stand up on like this. And they built this custom thing for me. And someone showed me yesterday that it's possible that my scooter is against the rules. And so now I need to decide, how big a deal is it? And am I going to bring it to the burn? I don't like, it's not like it's against the 10 principles. If it was against the 10 principles, that would be easy for me. Like, I don't want to violate the principles, but it's a rule. I don't know. I don't want to, every time I ride it, feel like I'm going to get in trouble. I don't want to get it taken away at the gate. What to do? People saying it's not a big deal, bring it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of research on, I don't know. I'm a rule follower, generally. I buck the status quo, but I follow rules. All right, I get a couple votes here to bring it. There's a rule about no, like, large scooters, or something like that. Someone sent me a link to it. I was like, oh shit. It is. It's an electric. It's an e-scooter. Good morning, Ivan. Gearbot saying just don't speed. Although 5 miles an hour is like, are they gonna? You know how fast 5 miles an hour is? That, I mean, you'll be going 15 miles an hour easy on a bicycle with this hard pack Playa. How do you take a picture and send it to me now? You can you email it to me? You can send it to john@stin.net. That might be, or you can post it on my wall or something. Yeah, I mean, I get that you need more and more rules with a bigger and bigger city, but I've really been thinking a lot lately about how much the modern Burning Man, like old school Burning Man, the principles were the guidelines, and then we trust you to just like do what you need to do. Now there's way much more bureaucracy, way much more like rules, and I've known a few incredible burners who have just been really burned out by that. Like, they need to dig a trench. And so they said, no, you can't dig that until you get the right approval. And so they go and they wait a long line. They go, no, this is the wrong line. You got to get approval from these people. And eventually they're like, I'm just trying to do what I know needs to be done. I know how to do it. I have training in this, but yeah. I mean, I get 5 miles an hour on streets, you know, like, you should go 5 miles an hour when you're in the city, but cruising out to art at 5 miles an hour, that seems ridiculous. Who would do that? Yeah, there's a lot of rules, Rob. Thanks for understanding. Okay. Okay, last thing. Can anyone, does my face look weird? Because I tried a self-tanner this morning, and I'm kind of regretting it. I used to wear self-tanner like 10 years ago. I never left the house. I was always self-tanned, a little orange tint to me. But I don't know what I was thinking. A little pre-burn color. Don't tell anybody. Our little secret. Okay. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Check out johnstin.com, and if you have any comments or suggestions, or you can also, you can get a free sticker if you just send me a self-addressed envelope. Envelope. Yes, I will be doing Love Morning tomorrow. Last one before I hit the road. And I think tiny chance I could do it from the road, since I'm not going to be. Don't plan on it. Tomorrow will be our pre-burn farewells, and see you on the playa. I love you. Have a good day.